Hello there. Today we're taking a journey across the United States to discover 10 fascinating facts about this land of extremes. And hey, at the end of this tour, I'd love to know which of these tidbits caught your attention the most. The United States ranks third in global population, with approximately 340 million residents, a number only surpassed by China and India. Of this total, around 45 million are immigrants, reflecting the multicultural nature of the country. In terms of land area, it's also among the world's largest. According to the BBC, the largest countries by area are Russia, Canada, the United States, China, and Brazil. Interestingly, some sources place China third and the US fourth, as their territories are very similar in size. This variation mainly stems from different measurement methods and whether certain territories and territorial waters are included in the calculations. The country consists of 50 states, each with its own identity and legislation. Additionally, there's the Federal District of Washington, D.C., home to the political capital and the famous White House. But did you know that the U.S. also has several unincorporated territories? Puerto Rico is probably the best known. It's controlled by the United States, but doesn't have state status. A similar situation exists with the U.S. Virgin Islands in the Caribbean. These territories have a unique relationship with the federal government, enjoying certain autonomy but without full representation in Congress. If you look at a nighttime map of the U.S., you can't miss a curious pattern. The population is heavily concentrated on the east and west coasts. The Midwest, with its vast plains and rural areas, is significantly less populated. The largest American metropolitan areas, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston, also lead economically, along with San Francisco and the entire Silicon Valley, Dallas, Boston, and Seattle. New York, for example, with its more than 8 million residents, has a GDP that exceeds that of many entire countries. The United States has the largest road network in the world, with more than 4.2 million miles of roads, enough to circle the Earth approximately 167 times. Of this total, about 48,000 miles are interstate highways, a system planned in the 1950s during the Eisenhower administration. This extensive road network reflects Americans' deep relationship with automobiles. On average, there are more than 800 vehicles for every 1,000 residents, one of the highest rates in the world. A typical American spends approximately 79,600 hours driving throughout their lifetime, equivalent to more than 2 entire years. This dependence on automobiles also influences the urban design of American cities, which are planned with car usage in mind, resulting in sprawling suburbs and low population density. In many regions, it's practically impossible to have a functional life without a private vehicle, which strongly contrasts with the mobility model of many European or Asian cities. It's impressive how the U.S. encompasses all 5 main climate types on the planet: temperate, subtropical, tropical, desert, and polar, each with its own variations and subdivisions. This creates incredible contrasts. Today, for example, in late winter, while Minnesota records temperatures as low as 27 degrees Celsius, Miami enjoys a pleasant 77 degrees Celsius. It's no wonder that many Northern Americans are known as snowbirds, people who migrate south during the winter months. Beyond this climate diversity, the country spans 6 different time zones. The 4 main ones are Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific Standard Time, with the other 2 in Alaska and Hawaii. This means that when it's 9 a.m. in New York, it's still 6 a.m. in Los Angeles, a challenge for those working with teams scattered across the country. The American flag, with its stripes and stars, is recognized globally. Its symbolism is quite straightforward. The 50 white stars represent the current 50 states, while the 13 stripes, 7 red and 6 white, symbolize the original 13 British colonies that formed the country. Throughout history, the flag has been updated numerous times as new states were incorporated into the Union, always maintaining this clear and representative design principle. According to the national census, Americans move residences about 11 times throughout their lives. This mobility has several explanations. First, there's a cultural aspect. American families tend to be less dependent on extended family ties, making it easier to relocate for professional reasons. Second, there's the economic factor. When a better opportunity arises in another state, it's common for people to move without much hesitation. Another interesting factor is the educational system. After graduating from high school, the typical path for many young people is to leave their parents' home to attend a university, often in another state. This happens because the country has excellent institutions spread throughout the territory, and the experience of living away from home is culturally valued. It's rare to see adults in their mid-20s to early 30s still living with their parents, although in recent years, this number has increased due to economic challenges such as the high cost of housing and the burden of student debt, which frequently exceeds $100,000 per person. One of the greatest social challenges faced by the U.S. is the alarming number of homeless people, especially in major metropolitan areas. In 2024, approximately 800,000 people were living in this condition. The cities with the largest homeless populations are New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, and Denver. This problem is complex and has various causes, including lack of affordable housing, untreated mental health issues, substance abuse, and insufficient social support systems, issues that persist despite it being the wealthiest country in the world. In the country considered the most powerful on the planet, cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death. In 2024, about 702,000 Americans died due to heart problems. Cancer comes in second place, followed by traffic accidents. It's also worth noting that approximately 39,000 people lost their lives to firearms last year, including homicides, suicides, and accidental shootings among family members. These numbers reflect both challenges in the healthcare system and cultural issues, such as dietary habits, sedentary lifestyle, and, of course, the particular relationship the country has with firearms, a topic that continues to generate heated debates in American society. The U.S. has 12 federal holidays, but with a peculiarity that surprises many foreigners. Most of them are optional. This means that many companies don't give employees time off on these dates. The most widely observed holidays, when most people actually get time off, are Independence Day, July 4th, Labor Day in September, and Thanksgiving Day in November. Another interesting aspect is that many American holidays aren't celebrated on fixed dates, but rather on certain Mondays of the month. For example, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is always on the third Monday of January, and President's Day in the aka third Monday of February. This practice was implemented by the Uniform Monday Holiday Act of 1968, aiming to create more extended weekends for workers and reduce absenteeism caused by mid-week holidays. So, which of these facts did you find most interesting? Do you know any other curious fact about the United States? Share in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this journey across the USA. See you in the next video.